Welcome back inside the Centennial Center as we get set for the men's contest. The Georgia College Bobcats hosting the Young Harris Mountain Lions. Both teams struggling in Peach Belt Conference play and overall as the two squads come in tied for 9th place. And of course, only the top 8 teams will move on to the Peach Belt Conference tournament. Both teams at 4-7 in conference play, but the Young Harris Mountain Lions have won their last start. They knocked off Columbus State at home, and they knocked them off big on Saturday, 102-65. Then Monday, the Bobcats lost to Columbus State at Columbus State. They're down by 22 at halftime. Battled back to make a game of it, got within 10 points with about 4.5 minutes to play, missed a couple of three-point shots, and that was basically the ball game for the Bobcat men. They had too big of a hole to climb out of, and Riley Williams alongside us this evening, and Bobcat men need a win here. They've lost 3 in a row.
Yeah, Scott, and it's an interesting dynamic that Georgia College has going on right now in their men's program. 2 point guards out. We got Desmond with his ankle again, and then Austin Dukes academically ineligible. And so those are our two really main guys that really handle the ball, run the offense for us. So we're relying on a freshman, Presswood, to get the ball around. And he doesn't do a bad job of it. It's just like we were saying before the game, everybody's just finding themselves. And they're not, the chemistry isn't there. Not everything's just clicking just yet. But we got great inside presence. Isaac Thomas, Cole Roberts, they both are primed for a big game. Hopefully, because Isaac's a double-double machine, so is Cole. And as long as they can kind of control the post and play well against other big men, especially with Young Harris being in the same boat that we are as well, I think we got a chance. I think we do.
Well, Coach Mark Gaines says that one of the keys tonight will be to get the ball inside. Don't settle for the three-point shots because they're going to be there or they're not going to be there, and sometimes they're not for the Bobcat men. They do have that inside dominance, and they've got to take advantage of it.
They have to.
So the Bobcats struggling here defensively. They have given up a lot of shots of late. Remember last year they were in the top 10 nationally in field goal defense percentage.
Mm-hmm.
This year, not the case. They're still in the top 25 in blocks with the blocking machine of the Bobcats have, but unfortunately they're not being able to defend the ball and defend the three-point shots like they did last year.
Yeah, and it's just, I think, a lack of, like we were saying, like I said earlier, it's chemistry. It's just knowing where to be. It's lack of experience, and that has a lot to do with Desmond being out. Desmond, I mean, he's a phenomenal player. Feel so bad for him, but golly bum. It's if we can fight it, we have the athletes to compete, and it's just whether or not we come tonight to compete, play some good defense. And we got a great young guy up top with us as well, Jordan Thomas. God, he can play. He can shoot lights out from anywhere on the floor, get by you, create his own shots, and he's athletic enough to play some good defense. So it's just whether or not we come to play and if we have the chemistry.
Justin Cave with a great game against Columbus, had 20 points in the ball game. That earned him a start here tonight. He's averaging only 4.5 points a contest, but came up big against the Columbus State Cougars. Georgia College saw Columbus be on fire from outside, especially at the start of the ball game. And Coach Gaines said he used all 4 of his timeouts in the first half on Monday night. Remember, that ball game was scheduled and then rescheduled again because of the snow situation.
Yep.
So this is a long stretch for the Bobcat men here. Fortunately, a lot of them at home for GC. And let's hope that they can make some hay here at the Centennial Center. Bobcats averaging 69.7 points a ball game, but giving up 71. Young Harris scoring 77 plus points a ball game, but they are giving up 79, so they're not playing a whole lot of defense. And maybe the Bobcats can take advantage of that here tonight.
Well, Georgia College is also notorious this year for close games. They have 3 overtime games, and those were in a span of 4. And so, I mean, that's the difference between an 8-9 record and an 11-7 record. So it could go either way for this Georgia College team.
Well, let's hope it goes the right way for the Bobcats as they get set to take on the Mountain Lions of Young Harris College, and longtime coach Pete Herman, former Georgia basketball coach, as well as the head coach of these Mountain Lions. Mountain Lions are led in scoring so far by Nixon Blank, a junior from Port Charlotte, Florida, out of Lincoln Memorial. 6'7" junior at 14.4 points a contest. He's their leading rebounder at 7.7 a ball game. On the other side of the floor, it's Isaac Thomas having high point honors and rebounding honors for Georgia College. He's averaging 13.7 points a contest and 9.2 points, rebounds, I should say, per contest. That's third best in the Peach Belt Conference. So Isaac getting the job done scoring-wise and rebounding for the Bobcat men. He's had 19 blocks on the season as well. And now the Bobcats will be part of the Gold Out game, raising some money and awareness for childhood cancer research. As the Bobcat men out on the floor for a little photo opportunity, along with Wendell Staten. Big round of applause for Savannah Walker and her family. So we'll get set for the national anthem, and Riley will have the starting lineups for us in just a few minutes as we get set for Peach Belt Conference basketball here at the center. Georgia College hosting Young Harris College from the mountains of northwest Georgia and Young Harris, Georgia. So we'll be back with those starters right after our national anthem here at Centennial. Ready to crank it up here at Centennial for the men's contest, and time to meet the starters. Riley Williams has them for us.
First for Young Harris College, number 1, Corey Nelson, a 6'5" senior out of Chattanooga, Tennessee, Walters State Community College. Number 5, Antonio Wade, 6'1" guard, junior out of Marietta, Georgia. Went to Georgia Highlands College. Hey, hometown Rome represent. Number 23, Ben Waterhouse, a 6'3" guard, senior out of Wantirna, Victoria, Australia. Went to Wantirna College. Number 25, J.B. Charles, a 6'5" senior guard out of LJ, Georgia. And number 32, Nixon Blank, a 6'7" forward, junior out of Port Charlotte, Florida. Head coach is Pete Herman, his 8th season at the helm. And now for Georgia College, number 4, Jordan Thomas, a freshman 6'1" guard out of Conyers, Georgia. Number 10, Isaac Thomas, a 6'7" junior forward out of Tryon, Georgia. Number 15, Chapin Ryerson, a 6'4" freshman forward out of Calhoun, Georgia. Number 30, Justin Cave, a 6'2" freshman guard out of Savannah, Georgia. And rounding out the lineup for the Bobcats, number 32, Cole Roberts, a 6'7" sophomore forward out of Atlanta, Georgia. And the head coach is Mark Gaines, his 4th season. And assistant coach is Ryan Aquino and Dwight Anderson.
All right, thanks, Riley. Bobcats will be headed toward the north goal here. We're sitting across the benches, of course. They'll be headed right to left across your monitor or smartphone. If you're tuning in on YouTube on a smartphone, why not? Bobcats with the home whites and black uniforms for Young Harris. The purple numbers in gold Riley got his hands on the game ball.
Hey, I had to.
It was rolling. You had to stop it.
I had to save it.
Yeah,
Maybe put some good luck on it.
Put a save on it. There you go.
You know me and my 75% shooting behind the three-point arc.
There you go.
Put it in Georgia College's hands.
Maybe some luck will rub off there. Isaac Thomas will jump center for Georgia College. Goes up against Blank, and it will be won by Young Harris as the Mountain Lions work it left to right. Antonio Wade at the point, dribbles to the left arc. Bobcats open in a man-to-man. Wrap around pass down to Blank off the left block. Has to push it back out. Wade thinks about, now takes the long three and drains it. 16th three ball to fall in 55 tries for the junior from Marietta. And that was too pretty. Too pretty.
Hard to guard.
Hard to guard. They go for a steal. Ryerson drives, drops it for Thomas, and he'll slam it home.
Great look there by Chapin. Isaac was wide open coming down the middle.
3-2, Bobcats trail by a point. Wade will bring it up. Starting his 16th ball game and 18 starts for the Mountain Lions. Jumper left of the lane, won't go. Thomas, nice box out. Gets a body on Nelson and takes the rebound. Here's Jordan Thomas now, bidding for Freshman of the Year honors in the Peach Belt Conference, off to Ryerson. Ryerson swung it down to Cole. Cole tried to save it, couldn't do it, as it rolled out of bounds, and GC will be back on the defensive side.
It looks like Cole's got something, tape on his right hand. I don't know if that's anything to worry about, but
pretty heavily taped.
Yeah.
Well, Wade's been handling the ball for the most part. Here's Waterhouse rather. And Ben picks up his dribble, gets it off now to Wade. Wade between the circles with 10 to shoot. Drives right side, drops it off, and there's a one-hand flush by Corey Nelson. And Mark Gaines wants a timeout immediately. He did not like that defense.
I mean, you mentioned it while we were off air. He used all 4 timeouts in the game against Columbus. So let's see if he does
in the first
something.
half.
Yeah, in the first half.
He burned them all, yeah. So he's not afraid to punch that timeout button and is trying to get the Bobcats to play a little bit better defense. And I think that's the big difference this year, is that the defense has not been as solid and consistent as it was last year.
Yep, and it's tough because somebody described it to me like this. It's like it almost looks like size-wise a JV team going up against a varsity team. And that's nothing against the talent of the players or where they come from or anything. But it's just, we just are so much smaller than other teams, overall. So that hurts us on the defensive end.
Yeah, you can't use that size as a defensive weapon. You get it off to Thomas. Thomas floats in the paint, drops it down to Cole, and Cole kisses the glass for 2.
And that's what we need right there, good inside presence.
Isaac Thomas averages 2.5 assists a ball game. Former point guard before he got his growth spurt at Tryon. Wade catches, back up top to Blank, puts it on the floor once, looking, and finally drops it off to Charles. Charles back outside, driving around Thomas, and he'll flip it back to the free throw line. Blank with a 15-footer, doesn't go. Ryerson with a rebound. 2.5 minutes in, 5-4 Young Harris lead, and the ball got kicked by a Bobcat. It's out of bounds to Young Harris. So the Bobcats playing a little bit outside of themselves right now at times on the offensive side. A couple of guys that Coach does not want to get a shot off, and that's Waterhouse and Charles, according to the scouting report here. So we've got to play some tight defense on those two. And there is a traveling violation as the feet slipped out from Wade, and he landed on the deck. Back-to-back crazy turnovers.
Yeah.
And it'll be GC's ball again. One kick and then one whoops.
Well, let's see if we can play this turnover to our advantage right here.
Jordan Thomas picked up in the man defense by Wade. Get it to Roberts, dumps it down to Cole. Right corner, JT for 3, it won't go. Ball tipped around, Cave couldn't get it. Waterhouse does, he'll fire it ahead to Nelson. Nelson between traffic and throws it up, missed it. Almost a rebound by Thomas, but then it's knocked out of bounds by JT. Mountain Lions with a fresh 30. They'll put 2 guys in the corners. And there's some contact between Cave and Waterhouse, and Cave's going to get him his first foul as he and Waterhouse duked it out a little bit there. Bryce Booker will check in for the freshman. So Justin's 8th start of the year, the freshman from Savannah, only lasts about 3 minutes. They inbound it to Waterhouse, and a hand check foul on Bryce Booker. They are calling it tight tonight, folks.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. He just barely touched him on his left arm. That's a hey, how you doing there?
Yeah, exactly. Usually it's no blood, no foul.
Yeah.
But they're watching the hand checking, especially, I guess.
That was one thing I remember last year that they said they were going to crack down on a little more, is the hand checks.
They got it inside. Blanc will throw it through the hands of Corey Nelson, out of bounds. So GC gets the ball back again, still down by a point early on here. Bobcats trying to snap a 3-game skid. Jordan Thomas, double high post left side, get it down to Ryerson, it's thrown away. Too long for even the long arms of Chapin. Right side to Nelson, gonna take it to the block, has to bring it back in, scoots around the middle of the circle. Now they drop it down low to Blank. He's double teamed every time he touches the ball. Here's a jumper outside by Wade, and he knocked it home again. Second 3-pointer.
And both of them were contested. So
yeah, it wasn't like it was a gimme. A wide open look. 8-4, they've doubled us up on a scoreboard. Ball got kicked out of bounds. GC will have it at midcourt. And we've got our under 16 timeout. Young Harris with an 8-4 lead. Back in just a moment on the Bobcat Broadcast Network. Georgia College has hit 2 of 3 shots in the early going, 3 of 6 from the floor for Young Harris. They've hit both of their 3-point shots by Antonio Wade, and he has their scoring lead with 6 of their 8 points. Bobcats have gotten the inside game already. The only 4 points have been from Roberts and Thomas.
Yeah, that has. And if both, it was an assist from Isaac. So the first points of the ball game, and that's what we need to look for, is just the open post block to elbow pass, and that's what it was.
Andrew Prestwood has checked in at point guard for the Bobcats. Cross-court pass to him, 3-ball away, got it! Prestwood out of John Milich.
I love it. I love it.
Once he gets that stroke down, it's lights out. Bobcats have put Chandler Wright in the ball game along with Garrick DeBoles. Jumper at the top of the circle for 3. Banged it home. J.B. Charles is 33rd of the year. That leads the club in 3-pointers made. Double team trap at midcourt. Prestwood gets it off to Booker. Right corner to DeBoles. DeBoles rises up. Jumper no good. Rebound by Chandler Wright, and he knocked it in.
That's huge, too. He's a great bench player that needs to get some quality minutes right there, and that's what he did.
5 minutes gone by. Bobcats within 2. Wade up top to Nelson. Nelson lobs it low. Blank puts it up, but he got fouled on the shot. And we'll go to the free throw line as Garrick DeBoles surrenders his first foul of the evening. That's 3 team fouls on the Bobcats. And LeBlanc, transfer from Lincoln Memorial, 67 out of 100 at the line this year. make it 68 out of 101. He has started all the ball games on the season. He and Waterhouse are the only ones to have that honor. Everybody else is kind of substituted in and around the starting lineups from Coach Herman. Second free throw is good. It's a 4-point lead for Young Harris. Andrew across the timeline and has his pocket picked by Wade. Wade going to try for a snowbird layup and got it. And it's a 6-point lead. Prestwood hustles down the floor this time through the defenders. Swings it off left side to Booker. The lone senior on the squad now. Shot up good by Thomas. Thomas ends a run by Young Harris. It's 15-11. Waterhouse catches right side. Back up top.
They'll shoot it.
Yep. They got a man on him in a hurry. Outside to Blank. Now to J.B. Charles. Charles with 9 to shoot. Now down off the left side of the lane. Nelson took an extra step. Tried to get around some good pressure by Isaac Thomas. Cave and Roberts back in, sorry.
No, you're good. One thing I saw going into the timeout, I meant to talk about this earlier, but Desmond Mitchell-Flam, even though he's injured, he is still involved with this team. He's embedded in this team, giving them high fives, advice on the bench, and that's something you want to see. That's a good sign for Georgia College.
That's almost like a fourth coach there for you. Here's Cole up against the window for 2. Long lead pass to Blank, and it's taken away by Roberts. And Roberts says, hey, I better let a guard bring it up the floor.
Yeah, he did. He caught himself halfway through
it. He was ready to take it down, buddy. Prestwood tries to bang around Wade, gets it off now to Wright. Wright straight away, puts it on the floor, has it poked out of bounds from behind by Nelson. Cats trail by 2 to the Mountain Lions. Prestwood to put it in play left of the basket. Holds it high, has to trigger it out deep to Justin Cave, one freshman to another. They were supposed to use a redshirt year for Andrew Prestwood. Jumper by Cave is off the mark, a little strong, and a rebound taken by Wright outside, but then it's stripped away by Charles. Charles, the senior, took it away from the freshman. Yeah, with the injury to DML, they had to take the red shirt off Prestwood. A traveling call takes away a bucket by Young Harris. Jordan Thomas returns to the lineup.
Now this is where we really need to take advantage of these turnovers. There have been 2 turnovers, they've had 5 turnovers already, so have we, but we've not taken advantage. We've had 2 points off of those turnovers.
Gotta make it. Gotta do it while the sun is shining here. Back out to Isaac. Long 2 won't go. Roberts contests and gets the rebound. Knocked way out in the corner. Back around the left perimeter. Prestwood got a man on him in a hurry. Goes to one knee to a dribble. Saves it. In some trouble. Gets it off to Isaac. Back on the left wing. And we'll reset with Thomas. Jordan uses a screen from Cole. Can't get a shot off though. Ball knocked around. Roberts dishes and a reverse layup for Isaac. Oh, Cole with a good assist.
That was pretty. It was too pretty. We're working the inside game, Scott.
The 2 big guys complement each other so well inside there. Swatted away by Thomas. A block for Isaac. Bobcats to take their first lead in a long time and lay it in, JT.
Exactly what we needed. Get that momentum off of the turnovers, and that's what we did.
Coach Gaines up and hollering at the troops. 17-15, Cats with a 2-point lead. Back off to Nelson. Nelson drives and lays it in to tie it up. Got past Isaac. Prestwood slowly gets it across the timeline. Almost had a 10 count on him. He was walking so slow. Directing traffic from the backcourt. JT, an offensive foul set up, and it's on Cole Roberts. That is the first of the night on Cole. and our under 12 timeout with 11:03 to go. Bobcats and Mountain Lions deadlocked at 17. Back in a moment on the Bobcat Broadcast Network. Well, two teams tied in the conference are tied on the floor right now at 17 all.
They are, and what we mentioned before the game is the points of emphasis for this game were use our big man to our advantage, and Cole Roberts and Isaac Thomas are both playing well. Isaac with 6 points, Cole with 4. Isaac's got 2 rebounds, Cole's only got 1, but they are dishing it to each other. They're getting open looks, and they're creating open looks for other players on the floor too. So if we continue to play inside out like you mentioned, I think Georgia College has a good chance to maybe extend their lead or keep it. So we'll see how it goes.
Ryerson is checked back into the GC lineup. He joins the 2 Thomas guys, Isaac and Jordan, along with Cole Roberts and Justin Cave. So got the starters back out there now for Coach Mark. Zion Williams, a freshman from Savannah and Jenkins High, is on the floor for the visitors, and a takeaway by Isaac Thomas. Off to Jordan. JT will back it out. Near the midcourt logo. Double high post set up by the Bobcats. Thomas will spin out of it now. Jordan dribbles back and forth. 10 to shoot. Up to Ryerson. Ryerson beat his man to the spot. That is Edwards. And will drive it in and score.
That's those long arms, Scott. He just reached up and over around him to get the basket.
Bobcats take the lead back again. Lappet is in, 6'9" out of Australia. Drops it off to another Australian native, Waterhouse. Back up top now to Williams. Approaching the 10-minute mark. Three-pointer down the well for Williams. His 13th and 31 tries. He's over 40%. Not bad for a freshman. And he gives them a 20-19 lead. Under the midway point of the first half. JT dribbles left sideline. Back up top now to Cave. And Cave is double teamed. Almost lost it. Got it back again. Thomas straight away 2. No good. JT cold at the outset here. Here's Nelson. Nelson losing it in the paint, and it's taken away by JT. Thomas ahead to Roberts. Touch pass underneath. Got it.
Great.
Cole with a big assist for a big man.
That was just beautiful. Heads up play by Cole. Just a little tip pass.
21-20. Well, Cole is one of those guys that watches all the athletics here at Georgia College, and maybe you learn something from the volleyball folks. Offensive foul called on Waterhouse as he pushed off to get some position there, and that'll be his first foul. And just the first foul of the night on the visitors. We are at home, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Doesn't matter anymore, does it, guys? No.
No, that was just a couple years ago.
That's right.
It ended like in 2012. That's when home court advantage just stopped.
Matt McCorkle is going to check in, but they're making him take the undershirt off. Mark Gatiss trying to hide him from the crowd a little bit. Ryerson dumps it low, easy lay in. Oh, they released on the pass, and Thomas caught it and scored. GC by 3. They'll dump it down, lap it, and he walked with it. He's claiming Thomas hipped him. Here's Matt McCorkle on for Bryce Booker. McCorkle's had some more playing time of late.
He has a great shot. He can shoot great from outside.
He just doesn't get many opportunities to it.
Exactly.
Maddie making his 11th game appearance, and a foul called coming down the floor. That is on Damari Edwards, his first foul. McCorkle averaging a little over 5 minutes per appearance, the sophomore from Cumming. GC on a bit of a run here, leading by 3. The Bulls has it saved by Thomas. Thomas puts it on the floor, working inside, and it's knocked out of bounds by Waterhouse. Cats will have it with 9 on the shot clock. Man, that was a big battle between Thomas and Waterhouse there. GC looks to inbound it, finally does to the Bulls. Now to Ryerson. Shot clock at 4. JT spins, shoots, has it blocked from behind. Edwards got the block, his 3rd of the year. Back up to Edwards now. GC's lead is 3. They'll go left side. McCorkle working on Wade. Wade takes him into the paint, and a foul inside on the shot. And it's on Thomas. Isaac gets his first foul. And here's our under 8 timeout at 7:54 to go. Bobcats lead it by 3, and we'll be back in just a moment on the Bobcat Broadcast Network. Both teams shooting pretty well right now, as GC is at 64.7%, 11 of 17, while Young Harris has gotten only 11 shots off, but they've hit 7 of them for nearly 64%. Plus, they're 4 for 4 from downtown.
I was about to say that. It was Antonio Wade being 2 for 2, and those are 2 quick ones. He's got 8 points. But if Georgia College wants to maintain this lead, I think they might need to guard the outside shot a little tighter. But that might give up a little bit inside game because they do have a big presence down there, although Isaac and Cole are handling it very well.
Isaac Thomas, I should say, now leads the Bobcats with 8 points. He also has a couple of rebounds. A 6-4 rebounding edge for the Bobcats at this juncture in the ball game. GC already with 8 assists. And the first free throw is up, and it's no good. A little strong for Williams. Zion now 15 out of 21, so a little under 75%. Freshman from Savannah averaging 5 points a ball game. He hits the second one. And the Cats' lead is down to 2. Jordan Thomas going to take it to the rim. No good. And a scramble for the rebound is going to be saved by Young Harris. Williams got in there and took it away. He'll take it all the way down, lay it up, and score on his foul. Just too quick. Got around the Bobcat defense in a hurry.
I think that was the fastest 10 seconds of basketball I've ever seen. My goodness. Jordan Thomas broke the entire press, and then they broke the entire press the other way.
Yeah, nobody could stop anybody, and Matt McCorkle gets tagged with a foul. That is 6 on the Bobcats already, with 7:34 to go in the first half. A couple of changes. Cole Roberts comes back in. So does Bryce Booker. Waterhouse has returned, I believe. And the follow-up free throw is no good. And we've got a foul on the rebound. Lappet shoved to get the board. And he picks up his first foul, the 3rd on the Mountain Lions in the half. 23 all. And there's Prestwood getting it, and he's fouled at midcourt. Just like that, Greg Murphy in his first playing appearance checks in and picks up the foul.
And Coach Pete Herman over there is getting on to his players. He said that foul wouldn't have happened if you would have been in position. And so that shows you what happens when you get out of position. Fouls happen.
You start reaching, you don't move your feet, and bad things usually happen. Here's Booker, dumps it off to Chapin. Ryerson penetrates and throws it out of bounds. He tried to throw it across the left side of the basket, I think, and wound up hitting the back of the backboard. I don't think he could do that again if he tried.
Yeah, I don't think he could. I don't know what that was.
Still 23 all with 7 minutes to play, first half. Wade dribbles to the right side. Man-to-man defense for the Bobcats. Roberts jumps out on him. Wade going to take it down inside, throw it back out front, three-pointer away, and it's off the mark by Murphy. Murphy now 6 out of 21 for the year from long range. Prestwood. Left, then right, then back left again. Gets it off to Roberts. Cole double teamed off the left side of the lane. Spinning on Lappet, puts it up, missed it, gets his own miss. Tiptoes to the baseline, has to throw it back outside. Ryerson for three, no. Tipped back up by Bryce, it won't go. And Williams will bring it ahead. He'll stop, pop the two-pointer, and it won't go. Thought it was past the arc, but official signal a 2-point shot. So a whole lot of nothing to show for a whole lot of action in the last couple minutes. We'll go a little dribble drive ourselves up top, taking a page out of the Mountain Lion ladies book. And there's a foul.
My goodness.
Cole Roberts got just tomahawked down.
That's hard to do.
Yes, hard to move the big man. Murphy collects his second foul. Cole goes 2:45 at least. And Murphy checks in at 2:30, they say. So,
I mean, I definitely could move 245 pounds.
Chandler Wright checks in for the Bobcat. Why would you want to?
I don't know. You don't want to.
Prestwood between the circles. Bobcats have 17 on the shot clock, trickling down now. Justin Cave straightaway three. No, too strong. Rebound though. Isaac puts it home.
Wow, great positioning there for Isaac. Great putback as well.
That's some savvy there, knowing where the ball was going to rebound to. 25-23. Blank back in, gets it off now to Williams. Williams to Wade. Resets the offense, dribbles to the right side. Stops, pops a long two, it won't go. And Wright gets the rebound for GC. The freshman from Cumming. Andrew Prestwood will slow it down now. Approaching 5 minutes left. Left side to Booker. Booker stole it past a man, flung it up there, missed it wide. Thomas couldn't get the rebound. Long pass ahead, ball interrupted, but recovered by the Mountain Lions. Here's Waterhouse from downtown. Too strong. Blank with a rebound, he's fouled on a putback attempt. Seventh team foul on GC, and the first of the night on Chandler Wright. So Young Harris will be shooting some free throws in the final 4:48 here. And a first one put up by Blank.
Coach Gaines wasn't too happy with Booker's layup attempt there. It's hard to airball a layup, I will say. But he was contested, I'll give him that.
Blank with 3 points, and still with 3 points as that one hits off the front rim. Cats with a 1-point lead in the ball. Prestwood working on Wade. Matt McCorkle catches off to Isaac Thomas. McCorkle with Waterhouse right in his face. Driving right of the lane, kicks it back out. Prestwood from NBA range. Yes, sir. Andrew popped it home again.
Woo! What a shot, contested deep. That's all you like right there.
5'11" freshman's got some range. 28-24. Nelson dumps it down low to Blank, and it's blocked, but a foul call. No.
Ooh.
That's on Isaac. And Coach Gaines doesn't like that call.
Neither does the crowd here. Centennial's kind of getting packed a little bit.
It's filling up a little. It's good to see. First night home for the students of Georgia College after about 5 weeks away for the holiday break.
It was nice.
I'm sure it was. I remember those days.
Oh, yeah.
Second one, Blank got 1 of 2.
About 10 years ago?
Yeah. A lot of gray hair ago. How about that?
Yeah.
Prestwood double teamed on the sideline, breaks through it, gets past, and it's off out of bounds off the Young Harris Mountain Lions. And our under 4 timeout will be taken. Bobcats with a 3-point lead at 28-25. And we'll return in just a moment on the Bobcat Broadcast Network. Both teams' shooting has cooled off just a little bit, but still 54% for the Bobcats, 50% for Young Harris. Bobcats still stuck 2 of 7 from three-point range, 4 of 6 now for Young Harris from downtown. Bobcats have a 13-8 rebounding edge.
I mean, I hate to keep saying it and to keep banging on it, but Cole and Isaac, man, they're just doing a great job down low, even though they might be a little smaller than the guys they're going up against. I mean, what are we looking at here? 6'10", 230, 6'9", 250. I mean, that's bigger than Cole. And Cole's a big boy. But they're doing a great job down low, handling that pressure and handling that physicality that's going on.
They have half of the Bobcats' points right now, 14 of the 28. Three-pointer again, short this time by Prestwood. They get the rebound, fly it down the floor, get it ahead to Charles. He has to punch it back out, and it's recovered by Prestwood. He just picked off that pass. Andrew played defensive back at John Millage Academy in football, so he knows how to pick off some passes.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Matt McCorkle down low to Thomas. Thomas going to circle up. Hook shot doesn't go for him.
Oh,
left side, Waterhouse for a wide open 3. And another timeout for Mark Gaines.
Oh.
He was open from me to you, folks.
Gaines dropped it home. Know.
He's letting them know, you bet. Waterhouse 36.5% from downtown on the season. And for tonight, Ben is now 1 for 2 in long-range shots. And Gaines uses his second timeout. He's got only 2 left, plus all the media breaks in the second half.
Yeah, something that I'm really not seeing, and that I wish he would really wake up a little bit, because he has the athletic ability to do, is Garrick DeBowles. I mean, he's almost like a Kevin Durant out there. He's got the long arms. He can shoot from way behind the arc. He's an all-around player. And I feel like if the Bulls got more involved in the offense, that we could maybe be a little more productive. That's just me, but I feel like he's a great player.
Bobcats facing some pressure, get it across the timeline. Got a 2-on-3, and it's stolen away. Not a good pass from Cave. Long lead pass ahead to Wade. We're tied at 38 to make it 28. Right side to Charles. Chapin Ryerson gets him. Long 3 by Wade. Bricked it. And it'll trickle out of bounds at the end of the bench as the trainers angle themselves out of the way of the basketball. Jordan Thomas, Isaac Thomas, Justin Cave, Chapin Ryerson, and Chandler Wright on the floor. Double teamed again is Thomas, and a jump ball called. Charles just snuck in and tied up JT right in front of the producer there.
He was trying to call a timeout there.
We inbound to JT, working on Wade. Right wing to Cave. Justin to Isaac Thomas, and Thomas is mauled to the deck.
Yeah, it's getting physical down there, Scott. Coach Gaddis is talking to the ref right now, looking for an arm bar foul, but no call there, but Isaac will go to the line.
Nixon Blank got the foul. Thomas gets the free throw. He's got 11 points now. And gives the Bobcats a 1-point advantage. Cole Roberts will check in for him if the free throw is good, which it is. So we trade big men now. No, Isaac's going to stay in. Excuse me. Chandler Wright is the departed Bobcat. 2-point Bobcat lead now. Slowly, Wade dribbles to the right wing. Picked up by Ryerson. Back up top they go to Corey Nelson. Nelson gets it down low, and Charles got rejected by, who was that, Cave?
Yeah, I think so.
And then a foul on Young Harris down at that end.
Yeah, I think he just went up and grabbed the ball and said, nope, I'll take that, and I'll go the other way with it.
Foul on Nelson, his initial foul of the evening. That puts the Young Harris Mountain Lions over the limit for the half. It's 1-1 for Justin Cave. 7 of 13 for 54% for Justin. He'll buy the bonus. Out of Islands High School in Savannah. Exercise science major here at GC. Second one short off the front rim, and it's grabbed by Charles. He'll bring it down the floor himself. JB stops for a long three, and it won't go. Cole Roberts with a nice box out of Blank and gets the board. So GC trying to build on a 3-point lead. Under 2 minutes to go before halftime. Ryerson gets the ball now to Cave. They go for a steal, can't get it. Cave tried to feed it down to Ryerson and threw it to the cheerleaders instead. Couple of changes defensively for the Bobcats. Prestwood, DeBoles, and Booker now in for GC.
Give Thomas a break before half. Let him rest a little bit more. He's been in basically the entire game.
Also, he's got 2 fouls. They don't want him to get that silly third foul before halftime. Wade will slowly bring it into the front court. Booker's got him on the left side. 127. Down low they go to Nelson. Nelson put it up and in, and he's fouled. And that is DeBoles with his second personal foul. And Corey Nelson with a chance to tie the ball game. 69% free throw shooter prior to tonight. Transfer from Walter State Community College in Alabama, and it's up and in. Native of Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Chattanooga.
We get it to Booker, across the timeline to JT. Thomas pulls it out to midcourt to reset the offense. Everybody squared up with about a minute to go. Roberts lobs it low, and Booker pushed off to catch the basketball and got caught.
Oh, that's tough to believe right there. It's just a good pass, and the defender goes up for the steal, and it almost looks like as he was pushed, but it could go either way.
Second foul on Bryce, 10th on the Bobcats, and a lay-in and good. Nelson just took it all the way down. Young Harris reclaims the advantage, and now we face some pressure full court-wise. Jordan Thomas almost lost the handle on it. Gets it across the timeline in time. Andrew Prestwood deep on the left side. Dribbles out to midcourt, 12 to shoot. Prestwood lost the handle on it, out of bounds. And the Young Harris Mountain Lions have 22.9 on the clock, and Coach Herman's going to design something here as he calls his first timeout. Can't take them all with you in the second half, so might as well use one here and design something, try and build a larger lead before the locker room hits.
Yeah, and it was a mental mistake there by Presswood. He was just all by himself, one-on-one, and he just lost the ball out of bounds. And that could hurt the Bobcats going into halftime because the momentum shifts greatly on a turnover like that because they feed off of it very positively, and our bench looks at that as like, well, he got another turnover. Let's get him out of the game. Everything's looking down now. So things need to be looking up going into halftime. That's huge for confidence going into the second half.
McCorkle back in defensively. Booker, Jordan Thomas, Chapin Ryerson, and Cole Roberts on the floor to finish out the 5 for GC. Now let the ball roll before touching it, almost before it hits midcourt to save the seconds on the clock. Wade accelerates around JT, pushes it back out front to Nelson. Nelson got to get rid of it. It's knocked away by Roberts. Cole Roberts with a basketball. Inside 7 seconds. Roberts drives, try to drop it into Ryerson, thrown ahead. Booker midcourt shot. It's off the mark, over the backboard. We're not going to count that one. And Young Harris had a chance to take at least a 4-point lead into the break, and instead they have to settle for a 2-point advantage. So another tightly contested first half between two Young Harris and Georgia College basketball teams, similar to the first half of the women's contest. That was very close.
It was. It's very similar. I mean, 33-31. I think in the women's game it was 20 or 31. I think it was 30.
I think it was 31 all or something like that. Very close to it.
So, but both teams are shooting very well, shooting 50% from the field. Young Harris again 5 of 9 from behind the arc, so they're shooting good from back there, and that's hard. That's hard to stop, and it's a great asset to have. And when you use it correctly and wisely, it can really hurt a team. And what really hurt Georgia College and both teams really was turnovers, man. Young Harris had 12, we had 11.
Oh,
but yeah. So there's a lot of turnovers in the first half. So.
Young Harris averages almost 14, and Bobcats average right at 14. So we're well beyond the average already at halftime. A lot of mistakes. So let's see if they can correct some things here in the locker room. Both teams. Bobcats trail by 2 at 33-31. And we will run through the statistics when we come back at halftime. GC down by 2 at the break. And you're on the Bobcat Broadcast Network.
for donating to that and to donating to the raffles all day long here with recognized at the Centennial.
Well, a couple of almost tonights at the half-court shot and the roll of the dice.
You ain't kidding.
You bet. So hopefully the Bobcats will come a little bit closer when the ball game is finished up. Before we run through the stats, here's some out-of-town scores for you. It's Augusta over USC Aiken 48-42. Francis Marion leading the #1 team in the conference. Pembroke 50-41. Clayton States by 13 over Georgia Southwestern 46-33. 1 point ball game. Flagler leading Columbus State 36-35. And North Georgia is on top of Lander right now at 59-45. And let's run through the stats in the first half, and Riley's got them for us.
All right, we'll start out with some player statistics for Young Harris. Corey Nelson leads all scorers on Young Harris's squad with 9. Antonio Wade with 8 points. Zion Williams with 6. Nixon Blank with 4. Ben Waterhouse and J.B. Charles round out the scoring with 3 each. Rebounding, Nelson with 1. Williams with 2. Blank with 3. Waterhouse with 1. J.B. Charles with 2. And James Laput, is that what it is? Lappet with 1. The assist category, there's only 4 assists overall. Antonio Wade has 2 of them. Corey Nelson and J.B. Charles have the other 2. And that'll just about do it for the Young Harris player statistics. Isaac Thomas leads all Georgia College scorers and the game with 12 points. Andrew Presswood follows that with 6. Cole Roberts with 4. Justin Cave with the 3, and Jordan Thomas, Chandler Wright, and Chapin Ryerson all added 2 to the line. Isaac Thomas with 3 rebounds, 2 assists as well. Cole Roberts 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Justin Cave with a rebound. Chandler Wright with 4 rebounds, and Chapin Ryerson is also with 3. In the assist category, I've already mentioned Isaac and Cole both have 2. I think they were 2 each other.
Yes, they were.
And Chapin Ryerson adding on to that with 2. Bryce Booker with 2, and Matt McCorkle with 1. McCorkle seeing some more minutes than usual, or that I'm used to seeing at least. And then we'll go to some team statistics here. Georgia College shooting right on 50%, 13 of 26 from the field. 3-point field goals, 2 of 8 for 25% for Georgia College, and free throws 3 of 4 for 75%. On the Young Harris side of things, 11 of 22 also for 50%, dead even. And here's the stat that stands out to me at least: at 5 of 9 behind the 3, shooting 55.6%. That's phenomenal, at least for a half of a team behind the arc. And then they're also shooting 6 of 10 from the free throw line. The turnovers, that is where it gets interesting. Young Harris with 12 compared to Georgia College's 11. And we mentioned this earlier. It's already game averages.
Right.
Just
very
in the
close
first
to
half.
It. Yep, very close to it in the whole first half. A lot of mistakes in that first half. A little over exerting themselves, trying to make something happen that really wasn't going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely, and I want to point this out. You gave me the scouting report halfway through the game. And Waterhouse, Wade, and Nelson on the Young Harris squad averaged 2.5 or 2 steals a game.
Yep.
So that contributes a lot to Georgia College's turnovers. So there's just a lot of ball pressure there. And
strangely enough, though, they only have 4 steals as a team right now.
Yep.
So they are got to pick that up a little bit if they want to get back. Bobcats with just 6 steals in the contest as well.
Yep. And let's see here. Total rebounds for Georgia College, 16. And for Young Harris, 11. Offensive, Georgia College 5. Young Harris 2. Defensive, we got 11 on Georgia College compared to 9 with Young Harris. 10 assists for the Bobcats. So they're moving the ball around, getting everybody into it,
Yeah, 10 assists on 15 baskets is pretty good.
Yeah, it is really good, especially for one half of play compared to Young Harris's only 5 assists. 2 blocks for the Bobcats, only compared to 1 for Young Harris. And we already mentioned this stat: 6 steals for the Bobcats, 4 for the Mountain Lions, and 10 fouls compared to 7. That doesn't matter anymore. Bench points, though, Georgia College leads that statistic 8-6. And they also lead the second chance point statistics 6-1. And the points in the paint, this was our big point of emphasis before this game started. Georgia College has 22 points inside the paint. That's a lot contributed to Isaac Thomas and Cole Roberts. And the assists, I mean, they're getting the ball to him. They know where to put the ball. Even though we are down 2, we're playing really well inside. And I think if this game is going to go either way.
So that's pretty impressive. 22 of the 31 points have come in the paint for Georgia College, and it's something that just going to have to continue if the Bobcats are going to pull this one out and come away with a win. They were late coming out of the locker room, I think trying to rest the legs a little bit after having to play on Monday. They'll probably take tomorrow off and then get ready Friday for Saturday's contest at home against Francis Marion.
Yep.
So it's a long stretch here for the Bobcat basketball teams. They've got the first of 4 straight home games tonight. The Bobcat women were able to prevail earlier tonight, and the Bobcat men will hope to do the same thing here in the nightcap. GC trying again to end a 3-game skid, and Young Harris will try to add to its 1-game streak that started when they beat Columbus State. Just beat them like a drum at home on Saturday, 102-65. Ryerson, Cave, Justin Thomas, Isaac Thomas, and Cole Roberts to start the second half, and we're underway as Young Harris heads to the north goal. Wade picking up the dribble, looking low, lobs it into Blank, who is really a non-factor in this first half. He'll pitch it back out to Nelson. Nelson working on Isaac and puts it up strong, and Cole Thomas will come down with a loose ball. Again, Thomas with that wrap right hand. And a whistle and a foul. I believe it's on Charles. I thought he put 2-5 up. It is on JB, his first foul.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
That was well away from the basketball.
Yeah.
As we are busy looking at the basketball, and that was down inside. Justin Thomas floats one up, and he won't score again. Justin having some tough times here today. Jordan, rather. Jordan 1 of 6 from the floor now. Shot up, no good, and the 2 big guys go at it. Cole Roberts, like a linebacker in there, pulling him down. Held ball, Bobcats will have it on the possession arrow.
You ain't kidding, like a linebacker. They're both built.
They are built, yeah. Blank is going to go, according to their roster, 250. And Cole's at 245. Both are at 6'7". Down low to Cole. He'll lay it in off the glass.
There's another assist adding to it, and points in the paint there. 24 points in the paint, 11 assists.
GC has tied it up in the early going of the second half. Nelson walked with it. Yeah, did a little stutter step. Little happy feet out the top of the circle.
That's what usually happens coming out of the locker room. You still, it's
got
like
that adrenaline going again. Yep.
It's like the first half all over again. Just the first 2 minutes are always kind of wild.
JT off to Justin Cave. Up top, gonna lob it low to Cole. Another assist from a big man to a big man.
Same play, designed the same exact way.
Just reverse the roles.
Exactly.
35-33, Bobcats with the lead. The whistle. Foul away from the ball on Justin Cave. And he'll collect his second personal foul.
Mark Gaines saying, no way, under his breath. I mean,
yeah, he's shaking his head over there.
Man.
They'll inbound it right of the basket. Get it in low and stick it home. That's Blank. Nixon gets the bucket. He's got 6 points now. And a foul at midcourt. A silly foul by Antonio Wade.
Speaking of scoring for Young Harris, they do a great job of distributing their scoring along their lineup. I mean, they got 5 guys in double digits averaging for the year. So, I mean, if one guy's having an off day, they got 4 other guys that can do the same thing.
Cole Roberts catches, top of the circle. Tries to take it down, gets it off to Ryerson. Back out to Justin. Now Jordan with 6 seconds. Jordan penetrating, takes it in, missed everything, and it'll be a shot clock violation. Thomas gathered in the miss. It did not hit any iron. So we're tied up at 35, and it's Young Harris's turn with the ball. Waterhouse catches on the right sideline. Back up. Now around the left perimeter to Wade. Free throw line. Had it stripped out of his hands. Blank couldn't hold on to it. Posting up Thomas off the left block. Back to Jordan. Jordan Thomas, long two. He doesn't have the shot tonight. Roberts will muscle it back in.
Ah, man, that's 28 points. Already, all of our points so far come from inside the paint in the second half.
28 of the 37 for GC. There's a three ball out and no good. Cole Roberts just dug in there and grabbed the rebound. How many boards has he got now?
That should be 5 for him. Excuse me, 8 for him. 5 for Isaac.
Isaac tried to track down that long throw on the baseline. It trickles out of bounds. So the Bobcats with another turnover. Roberts will sit down. Cole doing a good job of containing himself tonight. Only one foul so far.
Yeah, he is, and that's been something that Gaines has emphasized all year is just you got to stay out of foul trouble. And when he does, this is how we play.
Exactly.
We get great two-man post play, and because he's so good. He really is. He's a great player if he just stays out of foul trouble.
There's Wade picked up by Ryerson. Jumper outside. They've got Zion Williams in, and he misses the shot. GC clears it. Jordan out to Ryerson. Now a catch and a shot, and it rolls in for Isaac. Isaac Thomas made that one happen.
16 for Isaac now.
He was underneath the cone when he caught it, I think. Rolled it up there. Waterhouse couldn't control it. Taken away by Cave. Long lead pass to Garrick DeBowles. He tries to save it and throws it away. Wade's got a 1-on-3 and drops it off, loses it, and it's saved by Jordan Thomas. Oh.
Wow. Let's see here.
Comedy of errors have broken out here.
16 turnovers for Young Harris and 14 for Georgia College, so we're just continuing this trend.
Isaac gets double teamed again, gets it off to Ryerson, who drops it down to DeBowles, and DeBowles knocks it home.
Great dunk there. I love a good dunk, you know.
And Pete Herman wants a timeout. He doesn't like a good dunk.
No, he doesn't.
He's very displeased. And a full timeout with the first charge timeout of the half. We'll be back right after these messages. You are on the Bobcat Broadcast Network. Bobcats have gone on a 6-0 run to open up a tie ball game. They lead by 6 at 41-35.
It's playing good basketball right now, but I say that, and then I look at the turnovers.
Right. See all those mistakes piling up.
We're taking advantage off of bad basketball is what we're doing, and right now I'm just gonna say we can take what we get, and that's what we're doing. And I would love to see some get down in a half-court offense, set something up. We have done it with Cole and Isaac, just the elbow to the post, but not consistent enough.
Wade will pull it back out and reset the offense. Tries to get on Ryerson. Picks up his dribble, gets it off to Williams. Williams shot blocked, but a foul called. Incredible. And did he just get teed up, or no, we got our media timeout. I thought for some reason that they were going to tee up.
I thought it too.
Yeah, I thought they were teeing up Mark the way he was upset. So we've got our under 16 timeout as the foul is called on Georgia College, and Jordan Thomas surrenders his first foul of the ball game. So Young Harris will have 10 seconds on the shot clock when we get back into action here. That looked like it was a clean block up top. I guess he's going to be at the free throw line after the shot.
Yeah, I guess I was waiting to look up here to see if they would play the replay, but 'cause sometimes we have. But I don't know. I thought it was clean. It was he recognized that he got beat. I saw him, his facial expression. He was like, ah.
Yeah.
And he made it back up with a great effort. So I don't know. Sometimes it's just how it is.
Well, perhaps as the hand blocked the shot, it came down and got him. I don't know. That's because his body was completely away from the shooter.
Yeah. It was his hand reaching.
It was just the hand reaching possibly got him. And it will be the first foul of the evening on Thomas, the second team foul on GC, and puts Williams at the free throw line, where he's 15 out of 20 coming into tonight. And 1 for 3 at the line in the first half. Puts in the first one. Ends that 6-0 run by GC. One more time at the 15-foot line. He'll put it home. Now some pressure applied after the made free throws. Jordan Thomas throws it off to Justin Cave. Cave across the timeline in a hurry off to Chapin. Ryerson put it up too strong off the window. Tip up and good by Isaac. He followed it up.
It's great effort there by Isaac Thomas. That's tough to do, especially with all the bodies down in the paint.
Keeps the 6-point lead. They get it off to Blank on the right side of the lane. Fires it up there, missed it. Ryerson reaches up and gets the rebound. Ahead to JT. He'll take it to the rack, and he got missed. And Isaac count it and call a foul. Isaac brought it down, went straight up with his head underneath the basket and knocked it home. And Blank will get called for his second foul.
He does it again, man. It's just right there. It's in the right spot, in the right time. It's hard. It's hard to get around him too, man. He's so big and physical. And he's got finesse on the basket as well, so he makes a lot of and ones.
How about another one right there?
Yeah.
And one, and it's 21 points for Isaac Thomas. Check it, I'm sorry. Yeah, it is 21. Wow, having a game. 46-37, and a shot up by Wade doesn't go, and Cole gets the rebound. Now it's DeBoles with the rebound, got knocked to the deck. And a foul on Wade, his second. Team's fourth. Bobcats get it into Cole Roberts. Cole's going to play point guard. There you go. Well, the big man got a chance to bring it up the floor.
That's a dream come true.
Jordan Thomas. We've got a foul called on the entry pass right side. Looked like it was just going to float out of bounds. Instead, it'll be Edwards charged with his second personal foul. Team foul number 5. Isaac down the row to our right, inbounds it to Jordan. Off to Cole. Cole going to spin to the baseline. Back out to DeBoles. Garrick plants, pushes it back up top. 8 to shoot. Driving is Jordan. Jordan right corner to Cave. Cave lost the handle on it. Got to put it up from three-point land, and it's an air ball. It goes out of bounds. Another turnover on Georgia College. They used every second of the clock they could and couldn't get it to go down.
Still 14 turnovers for the Bobcats, 16 for the Mountain Lions, though.
9-point GC lead with 13:41. I dare say that's the biggest lead of the night for GC right now. Waterhouse will back it out toward midcourt. Now accelerates to the free throw line. Gets 2 men in the air. Dumps it down low to Edwards. Now back out they go. Bobcats got a chance and a step to get back defensively. Wade goes to the baseline and drives it in.
Wow. Great isolation play there by Wade. He just took his man straight to the hole, used his body as a kind of a shield and laid it up.
46-39, a little over 13 minutes to go. And Ryerson returns for DeBoles for the Bobcats. Isaac into Jordan, out near midcourt. Off to Ryerson, and he walked with it, took an extra step. So the Mountain Lions, another chance to get closer to the Bobcats here. Wade hands it off to Waterhouse. Ben backs up, throws up a long two, doesn't go, and GC gets the rebound.
Oh, Cole could have gotten called for some elbows there.
Yeah, he threw the elbows out when he got the board.
That's what you're taught to do, but
yeah.
if you get caught,
Thomas back out to Jordan Thomas. 3 ball, not there tonight. The shot not falling for Jordan, and he's going to pick off a pass. Boy, did he get high. He got 12 feet off the floor, it
yeah,
looked
he
like.
did.
Right side to Ryerson. Here's Cave, back to Ryerson. Ryerson to the free throw line. Back to the bucket, we'll push it back out. Reset with 15. Jordan to Ryerson. Ryerson down low to Cole, and it's taken away.
15.
Williams got right inside there and tuck it away from the big guy, and Ryerson's going to get tagged with this foul.
Yeah, you mentioned Jordan Thomas. No shots falling tonight. He's 1 for 10. 2 points.
Under 12 timeout. Bobcats 46, Mountain Lions 39. Back in just a bit on the Bobcat Broadcast Network. Mountain Lions struggling with their shot here in the second half. Just 2 of 9 from the floor for 22%. Bobcats are an even 50%, 7 out of 14. GC has missed its 2 3-point shots. Young Harris has missed its only 3-point attempt. Bobcats with a sizable rebounding advantage now, 27-13. And 21 points for Isaac Thomas to lead all scorers, 10 points for Antonio Wade to pace Young Harris right now.
Yeah, Scott, you mentioned 27 total rebounds. You got to look at it at a coach's point here. 9 offensive for the Bobcats, which is great. That's fantastic rebounding for Georgia College.
Damari Edwards knocks in the free throw, 58% free throw shooter, the sophomore from Decula, and Decula High School makes it 46-40. A little bit of pressure in the backcourt, 1-on-1. Jordan Thomas will try to go against Antonio Wade here. Freshman against a junior. Bounce pass off to Isaac Thomas. Posting up Roberts on the right block. Fights his way in there, and he got fouled. That'll be against Blanc, I believe. Yep. That'll be 3 on their big post man. Nixon saddled with his 3rd. Cole Roberts, only 50%, but boy, he was down in the 40s for a while at free throw shooting, and he's finally picking things up. We kept mentioning the fact that he goes to this line so often. You've got to start hitting some free throws like that, and he has come around.
Yeah, those are the times where you need to stay after practice, go in before practice. You need to go after class. just stand at that line and shoot the ball.
And shoot, right? He hit both of them there and makes it 48-40. GC with an 8-point advantage, their biggest of the evening. Waterhouse almost has his pocket picked by Cave. Now Wade out top. Bounce pass down inside. Now floated up too strong off the window. Lob it ahead to Isaac. Isaac shovels it to Cole, and Cole's missed the dunk. Oh,
man. He slammed that thing.
Jumper left side for 3. It hit the top of the backboard. Should have been out of bounds, and it is now out of bounds.
No, I think they called a foul.
Oh, did they call? They did call a foul.
Yeah.
A push.
They go to the line.
On Young Harris. That is on Blank, and that'll be 4 on him. And it will be a 1+1 for Chapin Ryerson. Chapin 75%, 12 of 16 for the year at the stripe this freshman year. Freshman from Calhoun High School in Calhoun, Georgia. And he can't get the first one to go.
A well-coached team down there in Calhoun as well. So he comes from a good basketball community.
Vince Layson is a GC alum who heads up that program. Drop down to Blanc, and he is fouled. Inside, I believe Cole's going to pick it up. He will. That'll be 2 on Roberts. Team foul number 4 on GC in the half. Nixon is under 32 minutes of ball game, and with foul trouble now, that may be in danger for him. Ryerson goes out. DeBoles in for GC. Second free throw on the way. It's no good, and Roberts will haul down the miss. 7-point Georgia College advantage. High posted to Isaac, back to the bucket, gets it off to Jordan, and Jordan just lays it in.
Oh,
well,
man.
even from a foot out, he can make that one tonight.
He jumped from the three-point line, I think, Scott.
He had some elevation and some execution. Inside, Blanc going to get fouled again.
That's 3 on Cole.
And Cole starting to stack them up. Team fouls up to 5 now in the half. So it'll be 2 shots for Blanc. Out of Port Charlotte, Florida. Their leading scorer and leading rebounder stuck it up there. And Isaac rips it down.
I wish I could do that.
You get it caught between the side of the rim and the backboard.
It's hard to do.
That is. Takes some talent. Second one is missed, so a good foul for Roberts and the Bobcats. The lead is 9. They can stretch it up to double digits here with another successful trip down to the south end. Right side to Garrick DeBoles, almost got fouled. Spins away, gets it down low to Cole, and Cole puts it up and in.
Wow.
Assist to DeBoles, and there's an 11-point GC lead.
That's a tough shot, tough angle.
Oh! He knocked that one out of the gym almost. Garrick DeBoles came out of nowhere to swat it away.
Wow. I don't know what to say. I just don't.
Angus Howie, all 6'10" of him from Melbourne, Australia, comes in, replaces Blanc. And a foul before the inbounds pass. Is it on Cole?
No.
No.
Cave,
okay. It's on 30 instead of 32.
That's 3 for him.
That's 3 for, yeah. Next to the last before the bonus takes effect. They get it in quickly and drop it home by Waterhouse. There's just something about those inbounds pass plays when you get one pass and drop it in. Well-designed plays and well executed. Garrick DeBoles, high right side, gonna hand it back off to Jordan Thomas. Thomas splits 2 defenders. Left side, 3 ball up, no good by Cave. DeBoles tries to save it, and it will go inbound still and saved somehow by Young Harris. Here's Waterhouse, and that'll be an offensive foul on him. Purple Heart points for Jordan Thomas. I don't know how that ball stayed in bounds at the south end, and then all of a sudden they come down to the north end, and a runaway train in the form of Ben Waterhouse.
Oh.
Technical foul on Coach Herman.
On the assistant, I'm pretty
Was it
sure.
the assistant?
Yeah.
Well, Chet Mirabal had enough, and he'd been getting an earful. So Jordan Thomas will shoot the technicals here. It goes down as a technical on the bench. And Jordan unable to connect on the first free throw. One more try for Thomas. The freshman missed that one. Gracious. Andrew Prestwood has checked in for Georgia College. He's got his high school coach David Gallagher up in the stands here. John Millage a winner last night against Augusta Prep at home. Long baseball pass to Prestwood. He tracks it down. No, he doesn't. It's saved from going out of bounds. And he hustles back, but Young Harris will have the basketball. A little bit too long on the long press break there. Under 9 minutes to go. It's a 9-point GC lead. It looked like it was going to slowly get away from Young Harris, but they're staying in the ball game. Jordan Thomas gets the rebound on the miss off to Chandler. He's fouled. Wright goes down hard, gets helped to his feet by another freshman.
Great awareness there by Jordan Thomas for that pass.
Angus Howie called for the foul. And Chandler Wright 0 for 1 at the line as a collegian is now 1 for 2. Gets his first ever college free throw to fall. Isaac goes out. Roberts back in with 3 fouls. Chandler's second free throw, too strong. Grabbed down by Howie. They throw it in the middle and throw it away, and now the Bobcats see the ball bounce around a little bit. Recovered finally. Jordan accelerates, drops it off. Chandler Wright can't get it to go. A lot of contact and no whistle.
A lot of contact with the rim as well. I thought it might have been goaltending.
And we got a foul at the north end on GC. Charged that one to Ryerson. Chapin's second of the night. 7th in the half on GC. We're going to have a lot of free throws, folks, in the final 8 minutes of this game because they're in the double bonus. They've committed 10 fouls. Bobcats have committed 7. 2 shots for Zion Williams. First one drops in. Williams averaging 11 plus minutes a ball game, making his 14th game appearance. 5'9", 165, a freshman guard from Savannah and Jenkins High. Chandler Wright goes out as Isaac Thomas had a very quick breather on the bench.
It's been a while since Georgia College has scored other than the free throw from Chandler Wright. We need some kind of momentum here if we want to keep our lead because Young Harris is just going to keep chipping back away, getting these fouls, making free throws.
And the lead is down to 8. Prestwood to put it in play. gets a return pass and will bring it up. Wants to go one-on-one with Edwards. He's double teamed in the backcourt. Got to have some help now, and it's knocked out of bounds off the Young Harris Mountain Lions, and Wade crashes into the bench down below us. The scorer's table.
That's a heavy piece of machinery he just hit. Hope he's all right. I know that hurt.
Well, they gave the ball to Young Harris. Apparently Prestwood tipped it out. Still anybody's ball game. Bobcats had some separation there of 11 points, but Young Harris, as you said, whittled it down a little bit, down to 8. Here's Wade exploding to the baseline, goes to the right side of the lane and puts it up and scores off the baseline.
What a tough shot there, fadeaway. God, bum. They just got some momentum going their way.
Ryerson throws it away. Bobcats just being clumsy with the basketball right now. And a foul at the north end again. And we'll get our under 8 timeout. Jordan Thomas with his second personal foul. And the lead is just 6 at 53-47. Bobcats trying to hang on and snap a 3-game losing streak. Back in a moment on the Bobcat Broadcast Network. Bobcats break the huddle with Isaac Thomas, Cole Roberts, Chapin Ryerson, Justin Cave, and Jordan Thomas. And at the free throw line again are the Mountain Lions. After the foul on Jordan. Try and make it a 4-point ball game. Connects on the first one is Antonio Wade. Wade, their leader in assists per ball game, 4.5 a contest. And he misses the second effort. Bobcats are allowing Young Harris to set up their defense, even on misses. They've got to get the ball up the floor a little quicker. Jordan Thomas drives left side, underneath the basket. He was off balance when he tried to put up a 2-footer. He missed it. Long lead pass ahead to Edwards, knocked around, recovered by GC. Justin Cave was in the right spot. Bobcats have not scored from the field in forever, it feels like.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you when the last time it was.
Thomas now back outside the Cave. 3 ball doesn't go. It was at the 10-minute mark. Thanks, producer. 3 and almost 3.5 minutes without a bucket for the Bobcats. And so Young Harris hanging in there with a 5-point difference. Waterhouse circles around, goes in the paint, floats one up from 6 feet, doesn't go. Roberts rips down the board. Well, this ball game has fallen out of the ugly tree and hit every stick on the way down.
You ain't kidding.
Ryerson thought about a 3, penetrates. Now we'll push it back out with 8 to shoot. Jordan Thomas got it finally. Hey, a long ball finally knocked for the Bobcats.
Coach Gaines loved that. That's what his team needed. The bench got into it. Bobcats needed some kind of momentum to keep their lead and maintain it and get this win.
Jordan now 1 for 5 from long range. 8-point advantage and an offensive foul call away from the ball. It is on Edwards.
Mr. McLeod, there's been 40 turnovers in this game. 20 either way.
Oh my goodness.
I don't think I've ever seen this many turnovers ever. Seriously.
Total turnovers, it's an awful lot. Yeah, because offensive fouls count as turnovers. Here's Jordan dropping off for Cole. Cole got muscled up and fouled. He went up strong and they came back on him, but too little too late. And that will do it for Blanc as Nixon fouls out of the ball game. He'll depart with 7 points, and that's half of his season average. So the Bobcats really put the clamps on their leading scorer tonight. And Coach Herman going down the row to find out who he's going to bring in.
Looking here on the scouting report, Coach Gaines says big low man. He has a good right hook. The guards curl over him, and it's for a little easy handoff. And he says no easy inside passes. And that's exactly what Cole and Isaac have done when they're guarding him. And so
denied him.
Yeah, they've denied. Yep. Deny is also what it says. So.
Greg Murphy has come in for him. Roberts misses the first effort and drops in the second one. And the lead up to 10 now. Oh, down 9, 57-48. Waterhouse to Murphy, fumbles it away, loses the dribble, gets it off now to Wade. Wade, nice crossover, takes him to the rack and he scores. Great job of getting around the defense.
Yeah, he's shown that all night. Great isolation, one-on-one basketball from him.
Transfer from Georgia Highlands College, Justin Cave. A 10-second violation on GC.
Wow.
Got to get it across that timeline. It's there for a reason, fellas.
It is.
And so Young Harris with a chance to climb back into it. Under 5 to go. There's Wade again, creating, and it's blocked by Roberts out of bounds. Cole leads the club in blocks coming into this one. And Roberts' first block of the night gives him 24 for the year. The Bulls in for Ryerson. They look to inbound it low. They get it into Edwards. Edwards has his shot rejected. And GC comes down with a pumpkin. Standing in the midcourt circle and with that low dribble is Jordan Thomas. Trying to take some time here.
I said this when we were off air. We're playing not to lose, and sometimes that's okay, but sometimes it can really get to a team.
Now he's way outside. Got to do something with it. Three-pointer away by Cole. Doesn't hit. Off the back iron. Came close to getting it, though. Here's Wade inside the arc. Drops it off. Cole Roberts just took it away from Corey Nelson. Just fronted up on him and stripped it from him.
I guess that's what happens when you're 6'7".
I wouldn't know. There's no way I would know. Left side, another 6'7" dude, and he got muscled up and ball got right back into his hands. He'll take a 2. No, it's a 3, and he missed it. Isaac missed 2 shots there. They'll bomb a 3, and it's short. And Cole will tap the rebound to himself and corral it, push it ahead to Justin Cave. And Mark Gaines wants a timeout with 3:15 to play. GC nursing a 7-point lead. And as you said, Riley, they're just simply playing not to lose instead of playing to win right now. The shot selection is leaving a little to be desired. Control of the basketball obviously is leaving a lot to be desired for everybody tonight.
See, the thing is if we have the ball in our half of the court, you can set up an offense, and yeah, you can get rid of 24 seconds. I mean, you got 30 seconds to score the ball. You can run an offense for 24 seconds. You can get the ball and get an open shot. And I'd rather that happen than you stand up here at the top of the key. Nothing against, I mean, I understand Coach Gaines has a game plan and he's doing what he's trying to do to win the game. But, I mean, move the ball, get an open shot, and put some points on the board rather than just trying not to let them score and then just seeing if we can get a last-second shot. So,
yeah, the problem with that last series was Jordan was so far away from the basket with only 5 seconds before he turned toward the offense, and you were in no man's land. You had to let Cole Roberts take a three-point basket, which he almost drained.
Yeah.
But Cole is not our three-point shooter. He's now 3 for 10 from long range on the season.
That's 30%.
That's still pretty good for a 6'7", 245 guy.
Yeah.
We'll take those.
Well, let's see if we can play to win here in this last 3 minutes, 15 seconds.
Crunch time has arrived for the Bobcats. We'll inbound deep into the backcourt and get it off to Jordan Thomas now. Shot clock to 15. Isaac back to the bucket. Backdoor pass to Justin Cave. He rolled it up there and missed it. Got some pressure by Corey Nelson. And here come the Mountain Lions, and there's a travel. Oh, yes. And then he slams the ball to the floor. Greg Murphy with a mistake. The Bobcats try to cash it in. Under 3 to go now. Double team trap in the backcourt. Got to get it across the timeline now. We do with a long pass. Midcourt now to Jordan.
Dribble.
Knocked into the backcourt. It's an okay. On the left side, Justin Cave going to dump it down to Cole. And he missed a slam and hung on the rim. That is 2 missed dunks by Cole Roberts tonight. Dunks are great, fellas, but you got to get some buckets too.
That's 4 points right there.
Yep.
It could be an 11-point game. Oh.
Wade will bring it up. Get it off to Murphy. Murphy trying to hold that pivot foot down with the purple shoes. Back to Wade. Penetrates, drops it down to Nelson. He missed a 2-foot bunny. And it's knocked out of bounds. Bobcat ball. Bobcats will get Prestwood back in for Cole Roberts with those 3 fouls. Need another ball handler in on the pressure. Chapin looks, gets it into Prestwood. Prestwood now double teamed and a sideline. We get it ahead now, 2-on-1 at this end. Alley-oop to Chapin, back to Jordan, and Jordan scores off the window. Well, sometimes the alley-oop doesn't work, but it opens another alley for you.
Exactly.
9-point GC lead, under 2 to go. Waterhouse back to the circle right side. Comes to the free throw line, forces a shot up, strong. Murphy with a rebound, and he's fouled. A hold on Georgia College, 9th team foul in the half, 3rd in the game on Chapin Ryerson.
Yeah, ladies and gents, stick around. This might last another 20 minutes.
With all those fouls tacking on, here's Murphy at the line. And he misses the first of 2. Now 11 of 17 for the year for the junior from Cartersville and Southwest Tennessee Junior College. Averaging just under 4 points and under 2 rebounds a ball game. Second free throw is short. Isaac reaches up and grabs the rebound. Quickly ahead to Justin. Justin, 1-on-1, ball slapped against the window.
Wow.
The freshman mistake there as Corey Nelson denied him. Shot up, no good by Williams. Ball loose out of bounds into their bench. And GC will get the basketball with 1:19 to go, leading by 9.
Somebody go. If they just take off, it's open.
They've had that long press break.
Nope. Oh.
Justin Cave had it picked off by Corey Nelson. Nelson going to go one-on-one against Ryerson. No good. Rebound by Murphy. Pitches it out to Waterhouse. Sets up for a three, and it's in and out. And a rebound taken by the Mountain Lions. They push it around the right side. Down to a minute to go. Nelson put it up too strong. They get another chance, and now finally a foul on GC.
And here's where rebounds kill you. You got to get some. Especially, it doesn't matter how many you get early on in the game. It matters late. They just got 3 offensive rebounds.
Justin Cave collects his 4th foul. That's the 10th team foul, so both teams have the extra bonus now with under 56 seconds to go. Free throw up and in for Wade. Wade up to 16 points in the ball game, make it 17 with that made free throw. He'll try to get him within 7. And he does. And Coach Herman uses his next to last timeout. And it's a full timeout. So we will step aside as the Bobcats try to hold on and complete a sweep of the night for Georgia College. Back in a minute on the Bobcat Broadcast Network. Back at Centennial for the final 55.9 seconds in regulation here. GC's lead is 7. Bobcats have had some problems with the press here.
Yeah, they have. It's our primary ball handlers have been really under pressure lately, so let's see what we can do with it.
Isaac Thomas just took matters into his own hands, and he's fouled from behind by Waterhouse. 3rd on Ben, and he'll put Isaac at the line for 2 free throws.
It's the first time we've heard Isaac's name in a while. He's been stuck at 21 points on the game for about 7 minutes now.
He'll try 2 at the free throw line at the south end, and he's still stuck on 21. Roberts back in. Prestwood out for GC.
Yep.
And that's short.
Oh,
A
yes.
nice rebound by Jordan Thomas. He just took it away from the Mountain Lions. Off to Isaac. Isaac skies and scores. 61-52, 38 seconds to go now. Back out front, Murphy gonna bomb a triple, and he knocked it in.
Wow.
Nothing but net for his 7th three-pointer of the year. 61-55, and we're gonna have a held ball, and no, a timeout was called. Isaac just stole one away from Pete Herman, who is not very happy about that call. Bobcats had the ball, had a chance to call the timeout, and it was taken before the tie-up.
Yeah, that definitely could have gone either way. I understand why Coach Herman's mad, or frustrated, I should say. But we'll take it.
Last time out, though, Bobcats don't have any chances to stop the clock here with 30.4 seconds remaining. And a 6-point ball game. GC will have the ball, 27 on the shot clock. The arrow does favor the visitors, so the Mountain Lions will get it on another held ball if there is one. Got to break the press, got to get it up the floor, and I'm sure they'll start hacking at you.
And if not, you just got to get it into one of your best free throw shooters. And this is the point where strategy comes into big play on both sides of the ball.
Bobcats go in a little circle around the top of the free throw line area. Ryerson inbounds it to Jordan. Off to Isaac, ahead to Justin. The Bobcats have broken the press, and now a foul call on Murphy. That'll be his third.
I mean, that's 7 seconds off the clock. That's good. We broke the press, got down the floor, got the foul.
Here's Justin Cave, 7 of 13 at the line prior to tonight. And Cave 1 for 2 at the line this evening. The freshman puts it up and missed it strong. Bobcats are having a struggle at the stripe.
8 of 17 from the line.
Not good.
It's under 50%.
Came in shooting 65% from the line. There's one for Justin. 7-point Bobcat lead. That makes it a 3-possession game with 19 seconds to go.
Oh, great block.
Oh, my goodness. They laid it up, and GC gets the ball and a foul call on Waterhouse, and that will be 4 on him. With 13 seconds to go. And Jordan Thomas can put the final exclamation point on this. Thomas with just 9 points tonight. Very rare for the freshman. Came in averaging 13.4.
He'll bank it in.
Bank that one, yeah.
Hey, it's still a weekdays.
That's right.
It's open.
It's open late in Milledgeville.
Wells Fargo.
24-hour banking, by golly. 63-55, GC. Second free throw up and no good. Rebound taken, everybody gets back. Into the right corner, Waterhouse with 6 seconds left, 3 ball won't fall. Cole Roberts gets the last rebound of the night, and the Bobcats have won and ended a 3-game losing skid. 63-55 tonight. Bobcats a victor. So GC improves to 9-9 overall, 5-7 in the Peach Belt Conference. Young Harris now 5-13 and 4-8 in conference play. So a big night for the Bobcats as both the women and the men claim victories here tonight, and both teams needed some wins here.
Yeah, they did, and as ugly as it may have been, I mean, let me see, 44 total turnovers. That's uncharacteristic.
Brutal.
Both teams.
Yeah.
Got through it, though. Got the win. Coach Gaines smiling coming over here. But glad we got the win. And Isaac had a great game.
He did.
Had a great game with 23 points. So.
23-point night for Isaac Thomas. A great effort here as the Bobcats come away with a win. And our thanks to Riley Williams for helping us out tonight on the broadcast. Other finals tonight, I don't know if these are finals or not. Late in the ball games, Augusta over USC Aiken 95-79. Francis Marion may have just upset UNC Pembroke 90-83. And Isaac's with us. 23-point night. Nice effort, sir.
Yep, it was a good night for the for the Bobcats.
Good night to be a Bobcat.
Yes,
excellent effort there. Yeah, that inside ball game of yours was just tremendous here tonight. Both you and Cole had a great effort tonight.
Yes, sir. Quino works on it every day with us. We're just getting better.
36 points between the two of you, 23 for you and 13 for him. And early on in the ball game in the first half, you guys were distributing the ball to each other too. A lot of assists. I know that you had the touch. You've always had the assist touch, but I didn't know that Cole could distribute it too.
Yeah, I think it's from understanding the game. He just knows the game. You know where to throw it.
Yep. You guys know each other so well now after a couple of years working together that's getting an opportunity to get things done. So congratulations on a good night.
I appreciate it. It was a great night. Getting it inside. The guard shot a little better tonight.
Yep.
We've been having some trouble there, but it's getting better.
Tell me about your game.
My game, they're just giving me the ball more this year. They're getting it inside a lot, and we're just getting better.
Well, congratulations. A great effort here tonight. Almost got the double-double. 1 rebound away from that. Thought you were going to get one, but very good effort tonight.
Yes, I'm very glad we got a win. We needed one tonight.
Thanks, Isaac.
Thank you.
Isaac Thomas of the Bobcats joining us here at courtside. We'll get a chance to talk with Coach Mark Gaines here in just a second. Oh, he had the other headset on. I could have turned that on. You might want to wipe those, Coach.
It's okay.
All right, there
I
you
like
go, Coach.
I like that sweat.
There you go.
From number 10.
Number 10 sweat. That's a good
I
game
love it.
sweat right there. Had to get a win. We got one. Congratulations.
Thanks, Scott. I got to catch my breath.
Yeah, I know you do.
You know, I really challenged the guys at halftime. Is probably an understatement of the century, and we responded to hold a team that is one of the best scoring teams in the conference to 55 points is it's good. I was very proud of the effort. I was not pleased with the first half at all, and the second half the guys showed some resiliency. We really guarded their three-point shooters. Just we needed that one, just kind of stop. We got a young team, but the expectation is so high. I don't care what year they are, I'm just proud of the team.
Well, it was kind of an ugly ball game with 44 total turnovers between the two teams.
Yeah.
Nobody could really get much of a run going.
Yeah.
But offensively, you had just enough to get it done.
Yeah, you know, they got some weapons. You know, that Ben Waterhouse, who's an all-conference player, and he's a really good player. And they got J.B. Charles, and they got a big guy, and they got good forwards, good guards. You know, I think they're 5-12. They got a good team. They could beat any team in the conference. They just beat Columbus, you know, pretty good the other night. And Columbus beat us,
right.
And now we beat them.
Right.
And
that's the Peach Belt for you,
That's Peach
right?
Belt,
Yeah.
1 through 12. Anybody can beat anybody.
Yep.
And it was tight last year, Scott. It's even tighter this year. It's never been, and there's a lot of good teams in the Peach Belt.
And Francis Marion, I don't know if this is a final or not, but they were up on Pembroke by 7 points, and maybe it's a final.
Doesn't surprise me.
No. Thinks, and you got to see Francis Marion on Saturday. So
yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
Best team they've had there in 10 years.
Tell me about holding down Blanc to just half of his points. He had only 7 points tonight.
That was bull on bull inside. You know, that's the matchup that we like Cole to have. You know, when we played North Georgia and they got Fuzak, number 32, he shot one from, you know, it was NBA 3, maybe past the NBA three-point line, and that was a tough matchup. And that's why he only played 13 minutes. It wasn't anything that he did. It was a hard matchup for him and the ball screen actions. And tonight, you know, I like him against any low post player in the country, down low. He is just a really good defensive player inside that paint because he's a big guy and he's doing what we ask him to do. And you know, I'm very proud of Cole Roberts. He comes to my office every day and shakes my hand, sits down, and asks me how my day's going. And I really appreciate the character of our team. And Cole, if you don't know him on campus, get to know him because he's just an outstanding person.
Well, you got that inside game going very early tonight, and you kept it going most of the night.
Yeah, that was part of the halftime spiel. I think we had the best forwards in the league. I think, you know, Pembroke's right there with us. Who else in our conference has really good post players? About everybody, I guess. But I wouldn't trade our forwards for anybody's forwards. You know, I think Pembroke, us, a couple more teams in the league has really good forwards. Heck, Young Harris has good forwards. Columbus has good forwards. Clayton State, those guys are unbelievable. Right. So everybody's got good players, and the gap between talent between the 1 and 12 team is not very much.
Well, the streak is done. Let's go back to work, and I guess tomorrow will be a day off and rest up because it's a long week already.
Yeah, you know, again, you weren't at the game on Monday. I was as proud of the team as I have been all season. We were down 22, 23, 24 points, and we had it to 10, and we missed 2 threes that would have cut it to 7 as we were talking pregame. And I told the guys, I go, yeah, winning is a byproduct of competing. And if you compete and play as hard as you can and you just max out for your teammates, we can all walk in the locker room, win or loss, and feel pretty good about it. Obviously, we want to win, but the effort has got to be there. That type of effort has got to be there for 40 minutes, and it was better in the second half. I thought we played pretty hard in the first half, but I didn't think we really got down. And, you know, I was proud of Isaac the way he led tonight, too. So.
Big night for the Bobcats. Congratulations.
Hey, thank you.
Right.
Go Bobcats.
Mark Gaines, the head coach of the Bobcat men, as Georgia College puts away a 63-55 victory over the Young Harris Mountain Lions tonight. Isaac Thomas leading all scorers with 23 points, 13 for Cole Roberts, 10 for Jordan Thomas. For the Mountain Lions, they were led by Antonio Wade with 19 points. He's the only Mountain Lion in double figures. Georgia College wound up shooting 44.6%. The Young Harris struggled in the second half, only 20% from the floor. They wound up at just under 33% for the ball game. So the Bobcats snap that 3-game losing streak, and they even their season record at 9-9. They go to 5-7 in the Peach Belt Conference, and they'll be back at home on Saturday for a 1:30 doubleheader against Francis Marion. The women to tip it off, and the women, of course, got a win earlier tonight. So a good night to be a Bobcat, and congratulations to the Georgia College basketball teams tonight. For everybody involved, I'm Scott McLeod. We thank you for joining us on the Bobcat Broadcast Network.